guys, what's going on? Makoto AC here, and today we're going to be playing another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Now, last time we were investigating Sakura's body. It's actually been a little while since I've played this game because of the copyright strike I got on my channel a few weeks ago. Instead of continuing to play it like I said I was, I kind of was lazy, and I didn't really record any new episodes because I was so enamored with the new Danganronpa anime, which I will not mention any spoilers in this playthrough, so don't worry. But if you guys haven't seen the first and second game, don't watch the new anime. But yeah, because of that anime, I have another character that I've grown quite fond of, Asahina.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Tagami, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in this rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually, she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon. The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry. That she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. No, don't cry. Don't cry. If I had stopped her, by force even, this never would have even happened. Hina. It's impossible to not have regrets, I know. Asahina, you sweet donut child. Oh my god. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, she asked them to come to the rec room at noon. The same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Sup, Kirigiri? I don't know, should we talk to you first or should we talk to Tagami? Because we already talked to Asahina-san! You know what? Yeah, let's talk to you.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly did it. I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Kirigiri, you're so cool.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her here in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? Okay, harsh. So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Tagami said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well then, until I can prove otherwise, I have no other choice but to accept it as a fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay. Thanks. Tagami's account. So we still got a lot of things to... let's go over there. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added to the truth book section of your handbook. Also, guys, if you hear like a noise in the background, there's some people in my backyard coming to cut down some trees, so I apologize for any noise. Let's see, what do we got here? There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura is sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally have been a bottle. No! glass shards on the floor. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Cool. There's a lot of interesting things about the scene. I'm also gonna investigate this over here. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loves her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. Still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab has all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
That's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be part of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter? If the bottle was there like prior, the glass wouldn't be under it. It would still be over.
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Well, Kirigiri does, because she's been helping us a lot, really. Like, flippin' ultimate waifu over here. Alright, what else do we got? There's something here. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So, after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help calm her down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we can get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. That was highlighted. That's important then. You really like them that much?
'cause, I mean...
Oh, stop it! But I wanted Sakura to get the chance to try one for herself. So that's why I gave it to her. But now, they've all lost their flavor. Hina. What relevance is that gonna have? Okay. Let's examine the body itself. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she also had vomited blood. And I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said that she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Tagami.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Okay, Huh? The locker's open, and there on the inside is a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of this locker, and it left a handprint of all the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding there in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in there until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that time.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. So then, what does this handprint mean? locker handprint has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Is that out? What else do we got? Anything else? Ooh, the chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any string or mechanism was used in the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. What else do we got? Is that it? Ooh, here. Ooh! A bottle with the Monokuma figurine in it! There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some sort of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that. Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Man, I need to fix up Kirigiri's voice. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. And the red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit on the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? Those shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Anything else? I need to examine the scene as much as possible. Okay. What else are we missing? Oh, the magazine stand? The same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Anything else? I feel like I'm missing something, like, right around that area. Well, the clock we can still investigate. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died at around 12 o'clock noon. So roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kirigiri and I were moving Alter Ego? Anything else here? Should I talk to one of you again? Blah, 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 blah.
Certain.
Okay, what about you?
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Okay. Okay. Tagami.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Yes, I did receive a note full of, I ripped the note to shreds, and I haven't seen her all day. What else is there? Need to examine the... But I've already examined it! Like a ton! What else am I supposed to look at? I've looked at the body. Wait a second. The door itself, of course. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. This door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable changes to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locker room from the inside and not the outside. That doesn't make any sense.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. I'm counting on you, Makoto. Don't let me down, or I will kill you.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's excited. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we've had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. And I think the reason she's so pushy, Makoto, is because you're technically now her partner. Especially since she can't leave because of flippin' Tagami. Sakura wanted to meet with two other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Okay, Asahina-san, Kirigiri-san, please stay safe. Tagami, just don't be an asshole. I'm sorry, I forgot. R button. Okay. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. So I have to talk to them first. Okay. We will start with Toko. Press the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
Who's there?
Ugh, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Ugh, I'm sorry. It's not Toko's voice, but it's just Makoto's voice. I don't know what you guys think about his voice, but, like, he's voiced by Bryce Papenbrook. And if you didn't know, Bryce Papenbrook voices Kirito from fucking Sword Art Online. And Kirito is probably one of my least favorite characters of anime. He is such a Mary Sue. Oh my god, I hate him. So, Makoto, I honestly prefer his Japanese
I
voice.
was in such a good mood, too.
Toko's voice is alright, though. She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Stop talking, all I hear is Kirito! Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Bam! I wanted to talk to you about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about. Tagami already told me that she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? Sorry guys, there was an issue and I forgot to, unpause, and, pretty much, yeah. She got the note, but she told me she didn't go see her, and until I have proof otherwise, I have to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account has been added to the Truth Book section. Okay, so I'm gonna say before I mess something up again, because that honestly happens a lot. I accidentally recorded an entire 30 minutes and then realized, well, I thought I was recording an entire 30 minutes and then I realized the game was still paused. So I had to start the whole section over because, oh my god, it was awful. Because, like, I was pretty, like, about 20, I guess, I started recording, like, the first 18 minutes, and then I realized, wow, I haven't been recording for a long time. So I had to re-record that entire section, and it was so bad. Okay, so now we have to talk to, Hero. Fucking Hero. I pressed the doorbell, and after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something, man? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that, man?
Could it be?
What? Did you, maybe, gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Tagami and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and as she happened to mention the others, like in passing, I gotta be honest, it's super suspicious. And so, then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Ah. Ah! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again. Does everyone know what that was? It was a candy wrapper. You guilty as fuck! Oh, and shoved it back into his pocket. But then again, that would be too obvious. We gotta follow the trial procedure. Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? Anyways, I can't deny that Ogre asked to go meet with me, but I never went. So, if you'll excuse me, before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash has been added to the truth-pulling section of your room. Okay, so I've heard from Toko, Hiro, and what next? I have to look at the actual crime scene again. But talk at that. Maybe I should find out more about the protein can on the top of the rec room floor. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Ooh, sweet! Okay. Oh, boy. Alright, let's use our teleporter. If they have a teleporter, why can't they just teleport out of the school? Like, is that like not a good question to ask? Like, here we go. Okay, here we go. Alright. Okay, and whoomp. Okay. Alright. Oh, of course you're here, you asshole. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. He's so gay for him. Okay, let's see. And yes, I do ship Makoto and Tagami as, like, kind of a love-hate relationship. It would be cute, honestly. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like the 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Someone already wasn't careful enough. There's footprints. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf? How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop, chop, Naegi. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. You know, that's about as good as I could do, honestly. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So when you look at it, it's interesting. It would appear whoever left the footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, and did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes, and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Tagami asked. I see your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit that these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they belong to. And these prints are really a valuable clue. We need Kirigiri! Let's look at this. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
Yes, that's right. It could only have been spilled around the time of the incident. If that's really what when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Are we just not gonna like answer on the fact that it has a skull and crossbones on the label, and usually that means death? No? On this shelf is one look, and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letters C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. Sweet. Let's see. So on this shelf is, it looks like a bunch of chemicals. I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How you have lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suit you well. Damn! I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section B. No! I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Let's see, what's on this shelf? Ooh, I see something out of place. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink that we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. Not all of them, so I guess I consider this part of the shelving section A. But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is in Section A, there was a bottle bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing at Section A? There's definitely something going on here. No! I couldn't tell! I'm sorry, but come on. No shit, there's something going on. Okay, what else do we got? There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. Better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remnants of remains of the broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Okay. It looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Tagami, the powder would have had to been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder have been added to your truth bullets section of your handbook. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another good look around the rec room. Let's talk to you one last time. Naegi, I admit you have a good eye for spotting useful clues, but you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Did we just get complimented by him? Thanks! Okay, so, what else do we got? Well, let's go down to the third, well, not the third floor, but the second floor, and then, you know, we'll see where it goes from here. Okay. Whoop, 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 and right here. Man. Okay. The pool is over here. We were on the third floor, and I didn't even go to the rec room. I'm being stupid, damn it. Okay. Sorry, that was a mess up on my part. Damn it. Okay, where's the rec room? There's the rec room. It's the obvious, it's the door with, like, a hole in it.
Hey,
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? Flippin'. God, okay. Told Kirigiri what Toko and Hira told me.
I see.
I see, so along with Tagami, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of the magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look over them one more time. Sakura's body herself. According to Kirigiri, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't gonna help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might actually need to examine the body?
whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kirigiri didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Perversedly? That's kind of a weird way to put it. Although there's still some times I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I still can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So,
Imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
correct.
Do you see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Ah, Kirigiri, you're great. Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer just a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kirigiri, you're great. I can't believe she was able to learn all of that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kirigiri could have pulled that off. Well, with the right training, I'm sure anyone could have pulled it off. Let's talk to you, Asahina-san! Already? Oh, seriously? Come on, give me something better to work with. So the magazine stand. Hold on, let's look at the transcript again, blah. Damn it, okay. Okay, that's better. Alright. Okay. Sakura's body, shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. Okay, we'll look at the shelf of magazines next. Kirigiri said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
Something catches your eye. It's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... One of the pages, near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. It said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you've found it. Kirigiri, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Someone did. Not necessarily Sakura, because her fingers have no blood on them! A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
That she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. Flippin' Asahina, haven't you been paying attention to the trial procedure? The first suspect is never the culprit. Oh, I watched a video about that. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I know it's not Toko. I can see why you think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. You're learning, Makoto. I'm so happy for you. You're still not my favorite character, but you're learning. I think Kirigiri said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, and you're sure to find it. correlation. Oh, I see it. I see it. Hey, Kirigiri, can't you just tell me what it is?
So,
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in their outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer! I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Come on. There's a certain correlation. If you guys didn't notice, the Monokuma figures are each holding a chess piece.
hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's been bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, correct? An experiment?
anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with a crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine, and that obnoxious Tagami isn't here. So...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab while I'm gone, trying to gather up all the glass. Do that for me, will you? But that Kirigiri left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken pieces. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Let's get to work. Look at that little smirk! Oh man, she's great! So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. To compare weights of what? The pieces of the glass you collected, and the one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. Oh my god, Kirigiri, you're great! She's so awesome! First, let's compare the weight of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced,
in other words,
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figures are inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and
so
there.
then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. Huh?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Ooh, I don't understand the purpose of this yet, but I think I could see it. Class trial!
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Yeah, screw you.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Oh, jeez, this is gonna be a short episode. I haven't seen that in a while. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. And Flippin' Kirigiri and Asahina are just like, what are you doing, Naegi? You know what would have been really cool? If, like, instead of having us, like, stand in front of the locked door, they should have made it where, like, all of the lights in the room and, like, all of the halls, like, were off. So it's, like, really creepy, so you wouldn't want to go down there. Instead, I kind of want to go down each of these hallways and try to leave. But, man, I don't know. That's just me. Wouldn't it be really creepy if they did that, though? Holy wow, wow, that's a lot less people. If you go back to the first episode, and then you compare the number of people there to the number of people here. Hot damn. Oh, shit. Okay. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then, the ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery! Why are you fucking using, oh my god. What the... Oh, I've recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss it a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. That's just plain creepy.
Well,
How about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
Yeah, he's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you on down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it, man.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual about after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
Or I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Toko, even if you didn't murder anyone in this game, you murdered someone outside of this game. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough, because there can be no doubt. One of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Kirigiri-san! Standing around here isn't gonna do any good. Let's just get going. Asahina-san!
What the heck?
She's on that level of waifu material that I can call her san. How could you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat? Let's talk to you, Tagami. The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. Toko! Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you? I don't like you, Hero, so let's just go. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator. With each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors closed and felt it begin its sinister descent. Look at how the flippin' amount of people has gone down. There was like 15 students at the beginning of this, and now there's 6. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and suddenly, as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, really?
This is kind of...
That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault that we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fave, a deadly class trial! I can't handle this, man. Yes, would love to save. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this episode here. Damn, that was a quick investigation. It's only like 44 minutes. Wow, that was short. Yeah. So, next time, we are going to face off against our fellow classmates and figure out who murdered Sakura. Was it Toko? Was it us? Was it Hiro? Was it Tagami? Or was it us even? Who knows? But find out in the next episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Also, people, please don't spoil things for the other people in the comments below. Please be respectful towards them. Thank you. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!